Welcome back, everybody, to the NACE 2021 Collegiate Championship Series. Now, we switched things up a little bit on you guys, and we're actually fast-forwarding to our Xbox FIFA matchup with Texas Wesleyan versus Old Dominion. It's going to be really, really awesome. I am your host, Glitter Explosion, and we have our two fabulous casters, Trevor and Troy, as well. We're going to bring them back in. And if you guys are worried about the Fanshawe match at all, don't worry. We will also be giving you live updates on how that match is going as well. But, guys, there you are. I was gonna say, get on in here.
Hi.
We're now gonna switch gears, and I know we just did this for Fanshawe, but we're going to talk about new teams now. Okay, so we're gonna jump straight into it. Predictions for this FIFA match between Texas Wesleyan and Old Dominion. Let's start with you, Trevor.
I went the way that I just went, kind of with what Troy was doing. It's just a vibe check, and I know we don't do it on Saturdays, but whatever it is. I think that Texas Wesleyan is probably going to end up with a 2-0. This was the second series of the 4 events today that I would predict as a sweep. I just think from the pedigree and the results that Texas Wesleyan's posted, that that's going to be a very commanding scoreline here. I'm taking Texas 2-0.
Okay, all right. That's a solid. That he's like very confident
kind
in
of
that
impressive.
prediction, Troy. So where are you sitting?
Yeah, I'm at 2-1 for Texas Wesleyan. I think it's still going to be a competitive series. I'm a fan of 3-game series when it comes to finals, so I'm always going to predict 3 games. Usually that's the most case, but I feel like Texas Wesleyan does have a little bit of that advantage going into this game, and I think they're going to come out on top. Referring to like Old Dominion's player, Danny Boy, he's much more lackluster, hasn't really had the competitive level that maybe you might see out of the player from Texas Wesleyan, but I still give him at least a game in this series.
All right. Well, we actually did have a chance to speak with the player from Texas Wesleyan, who is Jacob. So let's actually check out his interview and see what he had to say.
Williams. My gamer tag is Jacobs Mr. Raider, playing my name, and I play for Texas West Esports. I've been playing, video games my whole life. I never really got into esports until I came to college. And then my program director, Eugene, reached out to me because he heard that I was really good at FIFA, which I'm obviously playing now. So we set up a team, we recruited players, and I was exposed to this whole new world of esports, and I love it, and I'm so appreciative to be a part of it. I've had the same formation, the same tactics throughout the season, so I don't plan on changing any of it because it's been working for me. I go into every match thinking that I have a very good chance, and even if I'm losing, I still think I'm going to come back and win.
All right. Now, Trevor, you picked Texas Wesleyan decidedly. So tell us a little bit more about Jacob.
Well, as I said, just with the pedigree of success, I mean, looking at that last bullet point right there, the number 4 ranking in the world for the Xbox Online Seasons Top 100. It's not like a quote-unquote legitimate, recognized esports competitive market, but the fact that you get to that point is incredibly impressive in and of itself. Being able to do something like that and play at a high success rate consistently. So I think just with the experience, Troy touched on it briefly, there's a little bit of novelty to the competitive scene from the opposing side. I think that experience is going to be what pays out, what makes the difference here for Texas Wesleyan and for Jacob.
All right. Well, speaking of the opposing sides, we also have an interview with Daniel. So let's take a look at what he had to say.
My name is Daniel Levesque. My gamer tag is DannyBoy522, and I am a part of Old Dominion University's varsity esports program. I do want to keep a little bit of my strategies kind of under wraps. I have a pretty unique playing style, I'd like to think. So the one thing that I will mention is that me and my girlfriend, Natalia, who, hopefully she sees this, we've played back my gameplay to kind of see, things that I could do to improve on, mistakes that I make here and there. So I would like to think that, compared to the beginning of the tournament, I've upped my game, definitely. So I would say that my greatest strength going into it would be knowing how to defend properly. I can recognize, Jacob's skill and talent. So I feel like it's going to be a tough match, but I got to say that I'm going to win.
I mean, we heard him say it there, Troy. He's very open to self-criticism, which I think is important in this game. Tell us a little bit more about Daniel.
I mean, yeah, he's obviously the captain of this team. It's a very new program here for Old Dominion. It's their first time being in the FIFA scene, so he's obviously kind of being that pioneer for this team, going to be that first example, and that's why we're talking about it. It's why I gave him a 2-1 game. I still think it could go either way, but I really think, like he said in that, he wants to keep his strategy confidential, but knowing how to defend in this game alone, you could win 1-0 in a 90-minute, very boring game, but if you still win, you have 80% possession and you understand how to defend, it can stop a lot of the counterattacks that you might see in the counter pressing that we could see in this game. So I think he still has a great chance in this best of 3.
All right. I mean, and after the games that we have seen today, I expect nothing but some more strong performances out of our FIFA players. And before I pass it off to you guys, just one more reminder, Fanshawe match is still going on. We're going to be giving you guys live updates on how the score is going for that match as well. They're just having some internet issues, but don't worry, it's still happening. If you are just showing up here in chat, we're going to have both these games going at once. But guys, I think the players for our Xbox match are just about ready. So it's time for us to watch Texas Wesleyan versus Old Dominion. Casters, take it away.
We
Hey,
took
it's
it.
us.
We're the casters. All right, now what?
Now what? Now we're here. Now Old
I don't
Dominion
know.
versus Texas Wesleyan. We both predicted Texas Wesleyan to win this series. You
Yep.
said 2-0. I said 2-1. And now seeing the interview again, it just makes me feel like Old Dominion has a great chance. I'm always, like I said, I'm always with the vibes. The vibes are good on both sides.
Not on Saturdays.
Right. No vibe checks on Saturdays, but these vibes are off the charts for both these guys. I think we see a lot of support for both of them. They both have a great backing as well. It's nice to see esports programs at both sides for Texas Wesleyan, and obviously for Old Dominion to believe in Danny Boy that much and to start a FIFA program. You center around him. He's the captain. Want to make this dream of his come true, and now to be able to be a part of that is amazing. To be able to kind of front lead that. So that's why I think it's going to be a great series. We obviously, like Lauren said, we'll keep you guys updated on the Fanshawe versus Fanshawe matchup with Dylan Francis and Abdallah, because we knew that was going to be a spicy game, spicy series. So I am excited for that.
Yeah, expecting that one to go to the full 3 games. And I'm not going to take anything away from Old Dominion on this side. You know, going 5-1 in your group stages. Texas Wesleyan was the only team out of both groups in this qualifier to go undefeated, but Old Dominion right behind, going 5-1. You know, I just think the experience is going to be the difference maker here. The novelty to this competitive market is the difference for Old Dominion, in the sense that you don't really have this level of, granted, the VOD reviews are phenomenal. And any esport, regardless of what you play, they'll tell you how to improve your own gameplay is to review your own gameplay. So that's incredible to know that you're already at that level as a person new to this competitive scene, and that is only going to make you that much better. So I don't think, as far as the games themselves go, I don't think it's going to be a 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, or whatever Texas Wesleyan runs away. I think it's going to be relatively close games. You'll have a 1 or 2 goal separation of 3-2, 3-1, something of that nature. But I still think Texas Wesleyan's going to get 2 victories outright to be able to take this series.
And to obviously not have a lot of experience, but already get yourself in the format of VOD reviewing and trying to make sure you're better for the future tournaments. Like, that alone impresses me enough to where even if he loses this game, gets destroyed, 2 games in a row, I still think it's a victory for himself. I don't think obviously that's going to happen. I think it's going to be close games like you said, but to want to VOD review your own games means you have a lot of confidence in yourself and that you want to get better. And a lot of people in esports tend to not want to win, I would say, but like they don't have some desire as some others once they're already in that position, right? So that having that desire to still get better. I mean, he's in the finals and he's like, yeah, I'm still VOD reviewing because I want to make sure I'm better. And against a great opponent like we've seen so far for Texas Wesleyan, number 4 in the world in Xbox. It's gonna be a tough game. We're gonna have a break here though. So you see, it's gonna be Bayern versus PSG for game 1.
I'm gonna be curious as to what Bayern can do against a team like PSG, but that offensive possession not going to lead to much. Now look forward clearances. You see that clock moving pretty quick. Again, for those that missed it, 6-minute halves. And of course, we just have these best of 3 series. Ball going all the way to the other side. So threatening now all of a sudden for Jacob, who is going to be playing on this red side. Going to send this one all the way to the back.
Yeah, Texas Wesleyan in the Bayern kits, Old Dominion in PSG. Just so everyone is aware, the team in the white, Old Dominion team in the red, Texas Wesleyan. That way we got everything covered up. Now as we get into a potential attack here, Good formation, good attack, potentially just playing possession here in the midfield. This is also something that I was going to be intrigued about, was how they played their attacking setups. And if they wanted to play more of a possession or a straight counterattack, a lot of people favor straight counterattacks and just trying to get yourself in favorable one-on-ones or one-on-twos. See if that's going to be the case here. A nice interception, though, leads to a disadvantage for Old Dominion, as the ball is going to be back in the hands for Bayern here. Sane on the left-hand side going to send Costa up front. And another chance here down the wing.
Good for the center.
See what he does.
Trying to find something. Good movement up towards the top of the box. Just trying to get a couple of moves, maybe shake a defender. Small reset here, trying to create an opening on that defensive line. Sent over to left to Muller. Try to get some fancy footwork here. Lined on. He's going to get poked away, so send it back. Another reset here for the offense. Kimmich in control is going to play it off to the top of the box. Looking for the through, but got denied immediately. So going to take a complete reset. Boateng in the back. But both teams having good ball movement here. Good placement and quick passing. Not really getting a whole lot or sitting on it for too long.
Yeah, you want to be able to have a good pass. Nice move from Sane. Gets him past the left back here in Florenzi, or sorry, the right back. Able to get him down the wing, but not able to find anything. Easy interception comes through, as well as Texas Wesleyan gives up the ball, and Old Dominion look for an aggressive attack here, but quickly gets stopped down. I mean, these are two very strong defensive setups. PSG less so than Bayern. Bayern has a very strong defense, very fast defense as well on the wings, especially. Alphonso Davies looking at him, but we are, of course, going to see some development play here for Old Dominion.
Got some faith feet at the top of the box. Accardi in control is going to take a shot. Will get deflected. Going to try to find something more. Good challenge there on the other side. Kimmich going to take control going up the line. Man on is going to send it back. Looking for a reset. Send it back towards the center. They don't have numbers, but have a little momentum moving forward. Quick one time, back and forth. Ghost has got a little bit of an opening here if he wants to take it. Sends it across to the back door. Sane there. If he gets a shot off, does get it. Is going to get deflected, the hand off. So at least able to stop that one, get a reset. Corner kick coming in. Going to play it short. Let's get here. On the edge. Has a man outside. He's going to lose possession of this one. Call advantage. It's going to go the other way. It's going to get knocked down. So now, dangerous free kick here. He goes for the shot. Looks for a header. Something in the middle. He's going to send that over. A good pass. Just missed a shot opportunity. Went wide there and missed on the ball. Still in possession, though. Trying to find a way in the box. Shot again. Is going to get deflected for a second shot, but can't do it either. Defender's going to stop that one. A whistle blown here. Out of bounds, and Bayern still in possession.
Texas Wesleyan with the first real chances of this game. A very close rebound, but a nice defensive stop coming out of PSG. Box, or ball to the bottom of the box, top of the box. Just great
good move.
Roulette.
Maradona.
Doesn't equalize to anything. Was going to talk about that challenge earlier on. Very close to being inside the box for a penalty too. So lucky enough, about a yard outside the box for a free kick. But Texas Wesleyan in some heavy control here on the attacking side. This is what you got to do. Even if you have 2 shots the entire game, if they're both goals and your opponent has 15 shots and he has no goals, you're still using quality control better.
No flag raised on that one. Stayed on sides, but the center was off. And that's going to be intercepted. Send it down the line. Ferrati in control. Went all the way back to their defensive line. And you talk about the control that Bayern's had. And, the keys to victory, I point out, making your possessions count. And making sure that when you do get these shots on, you have to be efficient with them. That min-max strategy, do you disagree with this? You think there's something else that these teams need to do? Or what's the objective that these teams should be looking for?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of control on top of the box. Is what we see Texas Wesleyan's been trying to do quite often. So it's up to Old Dominion to be able to stop that. Obviously, good use of skill moves. Seen a couple of roulettes and some dragbacks equalize to that. Trying to push it down the wing with Di Maria. Not going to work out too well, though, as we see if anything can happen for Texas Wesleyan here. As progression comes through the field, back to Costa up top. Some good use of skill moves and definitely creating a lot of space. Being patient with the ball is very important as well.
Ooh, good
nice
chance
play
here.
Through.
Couldn't quite get around that last defender, trying to find the gap in between, but coming up just under 10 minutes to play in this first half, according to that clock, but of course 6 minutes has significantly less time. They do get the clearance out of this one, trying to find a counterattack now. Numbers are even on this side. Center over. Cardi in possession right now. Is going to try to find a through, but that's not going to get through. Be in the hands here of Newer. He's going to send it out wide. will be taken. Trying to find a reset. See if we can get anything going in this first half here. Not a whole lot of opportunities on the PSG side. Maybe to find one. Look at the through ball. Great pass up there. Try to beat the keeper. Had the opportunity, but got hit from behind. And unfortunately, the shot just never connected. So could not get the shot on. Fortunate there for Old Dominion. Now looking for their counterattack on the other side. Verratti trying to find the through shot on over the top. It's going to go in. It's going to beat the keeper. Great through, great chip at one time. 43rd minute, PSG takes the lead.
I was going to talk about that Bayern chance because that was David Alaba, the center back on Bayern, in that 1v1 scenario where he had to do that ball roll. Maybe question of a penalty on the tackle from the goalie, but other than that, goes directly into a counterattack for Old Dominion. And like I said, one shot, one goal is all you need. As we've seen, Texas Wesleyan has had a lot of the majority of chances, but the goal goes in favor of Old Dominion. And Texas Wesleyan, I think, will still easily get back in this one, though. They've had a plenty opportune amount of chances. And with a team like Bayern, you have some great scores on this team. Got a lot of speed on the wings. Just got to get that developmental play to Lewandowski, one of the best scorers in football right now. Good shot, gets saved. But almost going to halftime here. Maybe playing the short corners, but maybe wants to find Lewandowski in the box.
One more. He had the front, was there, but keeper going up, gets the punch out. See if we can get one more here before that halftime whistle. Does get cleared out here, and we are going to get the whistle there. So a 1-0 lead currently for Old Dominion at the half. And we've had a lot of opportunities from the Bayern side. I mean, you look at that, 8 shots, 5 on target. Great opportunities that they've had, just have not been able to get those final touches to get into a position to finally even things up here at 1 apiece, where on the other side, PSG, they get that breakaway, they get the beautiful opportunity on the through pass, the one time, and that's all it takes.
It is. It's all it takes, and that is the very crucial shot from McCarty to be able to slot that one in. And now moving to the second half of the first game, of the first best of 3, of course. Obviously, the only one we get to watch for FIFA, unfortunately, as Fanshawe, unfortunately, are playing their games, but off stream, as we couldn't get a stable internet connection. So we'll obviously still keep you guys updated on that one. Good chance maybe being created from Bayern, but you see the movement of the center backs being able to control a lot. Oh, and penalty is called.
In the box. Going to give him a card for that one, I believe, to skip that. But now with the PK opportunity here. Try to find something to even it up. It's going to go low and away. It's a little fake on the slow. Does get it right off the upright, so bounces in. Hosts are going to be friendly here today. Now all of a sudden, we got ourselves a pretty good matchup. Tied up at 1 apiece coming into the second half.
Absolutely slotted that one, too. Getting a little update on Fanshawe vs. Fanshawe game for you guys, as it is a 1-0 series so far for Dylan Francis. As we see, he's going to be up 1-0 in that game. And kind of what we expected, Trevor and I both predicting Dylan Francis to take that series in a 2-0, 2-1 fashion. So keep an eye out for that game, of course, or for that series. But Bayern back on the attack once again. Texas Wesleyan has looked dominant, I would say, on the attacking side so far. That penalty very much so deserved after the first one not being given. So they got a little something back there. And now we're going to see PSG on the counterattack.
See what Neymar is going to be able to do. He's going to pass it off. And one of the most threatening attacking offenses in the world, realistically, between those two. But that one's going to get stopped and taken away. Look for the through all the way down to the corner. Watch the offense try to catch up. You have possession of it. Has the opportunity there, but great stop on the backside. Just getting a foot on, not letting that pass come through. Beautiful opportunity there from Bayern on the transition, but couldn't. So now we'll see what Old Dominion can do. Going the other way. Try to open something up. They've had great ball movement to this point. Neymar with a good pass, a good one-timer across the middle, but just couldn't get to it in time. Defender got in front.
Lapse of judgment on defense leads to maybe counterattack from Bayern here.
Got a man headed currently offsides, but with the defense stopping there, going to hold line at top of the box. Pass over to the middle, Verratti.
Oh, a lot of space.
With the shot, he's going to get it on. He's going to get in the back corner of the net. That's another one here in the second half for FC Bayern. A 2-1 lead now by Costa in the 61st minute.
Douglas Costa being able to find that one up top for Bayern, getting back in the lead of this game. See the team pressing, seeing to try and get that ball back, try and get a third goal to take this game out of hand. And a very good press comes through from Nabry right there to be able to get the ball back, going to get Bayern back in an attacking chance once again.
Trying to find something short there. Fortunately, just a little too short. Got knocked away. Couldn't do anything. Slide from behind. Gonna play advantage. Play on for the time being. You see AI very frustrated with that one. Too much of a touch on the other side. It's gonna get picked away by the defense. So nothing to the point. A little too far, too late after advantage lost. So possession gonna go back to Bayern's side.
Decent development. Lewandowski back in the hands again. Davies on the wing, though. I was talking about his pace. Unreal. 97, 99 pace, something around there. Ridiculous. A lot of speed on the wing for Bayern. Dangerous tackle. Almost could have gotten a penalty if he had a good touch, but is just going to be a yellow card off the advantage from earlier. And it's going to be a corner for Bayern here. 68th minute coming through.
See what they can do with this one coming off the corner kick. Good moves to get past the first defender. Look for one over the top, right around the PK line.
Nasty.
Shot on is going to go past. Beautiful moves, beautiful execution. The third goal going through now. Bayern took a little slow start first half, but here they are.
I wouldn't even say a slow start. They were on top of that first half as far as attacking chances went. Just couldn't get any of them to go their way. I mean, they had the rebound goal that was extremely close. Maybe miscalled on a penalty, but got that one back. But now is back in the hands of PSG to try and get this one. Advantage goes their way. Dangerous slide, somehow clean.
All right.
I don't know, maybe check VAR on that one. He took both ankles out from behind, but Davies on the wing once again for Bayern. Full control. And the refs on the side of Wesleyan, it looks like, too. But Costa going to have control in the midfield here. And a great spin move. Gets him past. Doesn't get the touch to work out, though. Kimpembe is going to take that one back for PSG.
Well contested there. Just not really letting him get after a beautiful move. Trying to get an opportunity. One-on-one with the keep. But good little pitch and catch. Back and forth. Mbappe going down the left side. Let's see if he get the shot on. It's going to be up. Centered over. But defender is going to get the head out. And poked away. So loss of possession here. You saw the percentage tick up 60% in favor of Bayern over PSG. So back down the field we go. Out to the right wing. Look for a center. Is on target. Nobody there to defend. If you get a shot on, it's going to get stopped there. So fortunate. Not much more. They had numbers advantage very briefly.
Quick pass is going to have to come through for the counterattack from PSG. Counterattack fully stopped. So now just controlling possession in the midfield. Got to look for something, though. I mean, PSG we've seen hasn't had a whole lot of attacking chances. That one goal, one shot really has been the main thing that they've had. And now we see Bayern back on the counterattack once again.
Oh, what a move. After the first touch,
the
good
chip
over the keep. And that's just going to be the slow floater and beautifully done right over the top, beating the defense. A great first touch.
Xbox recording
that.
that.
Get that in. Yeah, absolutely. Show your friends. Absolutely. Put that one on the socials later.
Now we see that brings Texas Wesleyan and Jacob up to 4-1 in game number 1 of this series. Very, very fantastic point of view so far for him. And it's been nonstop. He has been the aggressor in this game. It's not like he's gotten some fluke amount of 4 goals here. He's definitely been creating. You can see the skill moves working out for him. Nice defense stops that temporary movement. But this has been a very favored Bayern matchup for Texas Wesleyan so far in game number 1.
Yeah, just that offensive pressure. It's just, I mean, he's not given any opportunity. Jacob is not relenting. You know, even though the ball's on the other side of the field, just trying to create as many offensive opportunities as you possibly can. Is always stepping to whoever is in possession of the ball and trying to find these counterattacks with these fancy footwork. Working again down the right wing. You get a center here if he's just going to take it. Little fake play into the middle.
Patience.
Pass back. Back and forth. Very slow, very methodical. Coming up on the 90th minute here. Not a lot of extra time is going to be added to this one. So game 1 looking to get chalked up to the Texas Wesleyan side. We get 1 minute of stoppage. A 4-1 scoreline for the time being.
Yeah, that's the strength of this Bayern defense. They have a great defense, obviously, but the speed they have on the wingbacks, on left back and right back, on the fullbacks, is a lot. They can easily handle someone like Mbappe or Neymar running down the wing to stop that presence from just them dominating the wing side play. So it is very important that we saw that game come through from Bayern in that kind of a fashion, because, I mean, that showed a lot of what he was able to do, having Lewandowski not even be in the mix, really. It was Douglas Costa, Gnabry, Sane really controlling the majority of the field up top, and Lewandowski getting a couple great passes and skill moves here and there, but definitely in the favor of Bayern for game number 1. That is going to bring Texas Wesleyan up 1-0 in this best of 3.
And just exactly kind of what we expected, that experience in the competitive play, being able to finally capitalize on those. I mean, it had 8 shots on first half, 5 of them on target.
Yeah.
And after that, it was just, being able to finally find the execution you needed. Look at some of the highlights, and, we had the one goal there in the first half, but after that, it was all the other way. Bayern was just in control in the box, had more opportunities still, and finally got to break that threshold and get past the keeper.
And a lot of that's patience in the box. He got down to the box or the top of the box and just waited and made sure he was methodical on his skill move choice, on the pass he would find. He was very good at finding the opportunities to find an easy shot to score, and that was very impressive. It's very hard to play that methodical and that passive in something like FIFA. Obviously, in real life, it's much easier just to pass around, be a little patient. But when you want to constantly be on the go, be on the aggression in something like this, it's very difficult. While also keeping possession of the ball, which he did in the majority of that game. I think 60-40 was just around the final possession of that game. So he held possession, had the most chances, definitely played extremely well and methodical game there.
And I think, even towards the end of that game, it probably would have tipped more. So you're probably pushing 65-35 in possession just because of those closing minutes and how much more pressure on. But like even up to 3 goals, in a position where you're always challenging the person that has control of the ball, whoever's on possession for the PSG side, and whoever, Old Dominion was trying to maneuver the ball downfield, get out of the defensive zone. It did not matter. You saw Jacob, you saw Texas Wesleyan stepping up to and challenging and winning the possession back every single time to create more and more of those opportunities. So going to run it back here with the same couple of teams and see if Old Dominion has any more success this time around.
And let us know who you guys want to take game number 2. Do you want to see Texas Wesleyan take this series out too, or do you want to see a comeback from Old Dominion to bring this to a game 3? Let us know in Twitch chat and on social media, of course. But right now we see a Bayern attacking chance and a lot of space for Sana here.
Is the patience you're talking about. Doesn't want to force anything. The shot on, but good save to get down and low. We'll see what we can. But as we mentioned, this is not the only series we have currently going on. There is another one, and for the time being, it's the Fanshawe mirror matchup that is going on for the PlayStation Championship game, and that is a score currently in game number 2. Dylan Francis up 3-1 over Abdallah. So one of the games that we both predicted Dylan Francis to take the W in, currently on top.
Yeah, took the first game, I believe, and now going to second, but that's a chance for PSG. Old Dominion is all they needed. Back on top again with the lead, just have to hold it now.
Yeah, just a quick early one right there, able to get on top and then break past the defenders and create your own opportunity, utilizing these skill moves once again. And same thing as last time, got an early lead, went up 1-0. And well, this time around, I mean, already it's maybe too early to say, but the possession difference just feels completely different. So you see threatening once more, is going to be stolen away this time though. No fancy footwork. See if they can get one down the left side. It's going to be played still even, no flag raised for center, but they don't have numbers just yet. So wait for everyone to get back. Smart play. Again, patience. Pass to the top. Kimmich controls going to play it off to Costa.
Ooh, nice move.
Look for the shot, but good defender step up there. Not let that shot come off, but still holding on to possession. Challenging from defender. Back and forth towards the top of the box. Back out to the wing. Sane here looking for the center. Gonna cancel this one out and pass back over to the top. Trying to find a move in. Costa again. Going to pass back. That one's going to get picked off, though, just at the top. And now an opportunity here. One time off the rebound. Can't do so. Almost got one. Went off the left upright. A sigh of relief here from Old Dominion.
Yeah, now an immediate counterattack. You got players like Neymar and Mbappe on that counterattack. You are always going to want to try and send them in space. Nice moves from Mbappe. Gets this ball back to the top of the box. Maybe a thought of a quick finesse shot there, but...
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
Offsides call comes through and stops that one. A great finish, but
yeah,
ref not in favor of that one.
Now flag up, unfortunate, but yeah, great play there. Just probably about half a yard too far down the line, and whistle going to be blown to bring it back. So no 2-0 lead here. Still going to remain at the 1-0 in favor of Old Dominion.
I feel like the aggression in this game from Old Dominion's much more noticeable. The pressing and everything to actually, make Texas Wesleyan not have the opportunity to be patient. That's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to pressure him, not give him space or time to think about what he's doing next. And he's doing great on defense. And I think that's what he was talking about. He knows how to defend, just has to adapt to it. And so far, it's working out. He's got a wide open wing here over the top.
He's going to get caught there, sent back to the keep. So safe for the time being. Keep this one short. Hold over to Boateng, off to Davies on the side. But the potential, the threat that PSG has, as soon as they go down, you see how fast they are and how fast they can get behind the defenders. Now an opportunity on the other way. Got one on the left wing here. Going to take it back. Keep this one, play a little slow, a little safe. Just about halfway through this one. Opportunity in the box. Is going to get poked away and stopped. Challenge there. We get possession back to Old Dominion.
Attacking going to be the favor here as he changes up. Changes to the attacking strategy after being balanced. So wants to obviously try and score a goal to finish this halftime tied equalizer, but we might see something change here.
Oh, good one-timers, 1, 2, 3, but is not going to get the shot off. Will get intercepted there in the box. Had a beautiful passing scheme to get to that point, but could not get the finish. So try to find something the other way, but certainly seeing the aggression rise from the side of Old Dominion has certainly been more challenging on the ball and been in the face of Jacob on Texas Wesleyan. And that has led to this 1-0 here.
Doing exactly what it needs to do, really.
Yeah.
Causing
and that's surprising to see that percentage.
Right.
The 60-40 still. Because it feels like PSG has had more possession in this game than Bayern has, but percentages apparently, the game tells us it's the other way around.
Good ball.
The ball down to the wing. Might be a little bit of a forced center right there, off balance. That's going to get cleared out and sent back down line. A lot of open area here, but not a lot of support. He didn't get over the keeper. He's going to try to find one over the top. It's going to get challenged. Good pass over the middle. It's going to be an open shot there coming through the back door, the weak side. And now we're all knotted up at one apiece just before the half.
Got to make a decision quicker there. Rush the keeper or try and stop the pass from coming through. Ended up not making a decision on either. Ended up getting punished for it on the 1-2 pass over to Lewandowski. Very easy capitalization there for the player on Texas Wesleyan to equalize this one. That attacking strategy, changing to that, worked up for him. And now going to be back in the attack once again, finding a lot of space on these wings.
And that one can be sent out to the wide on the wing. Pass over to the top of the box. Fancy footwork. Can't get past the defender, so
Ooh, nice tackle.
Slow things down, but good tackle, good interception. Try to find something going the other way.
Dylan versus
Even
Abdullah.
on numbers.
Update as
Good
well.
challenge. And you see down there Dylan with the 4-2 victory. Good call. Good looking out. I was too focused on what was happening on the counter.
Foul comes in. Going to be played through, but Dylan should end up taking that series, I believe. 2-0 in that case. Won the first game, I believe. If not, tied up 1-1, but a 4-2 win from Dylan Francis nonetheless. Fanshaw still going back out in the PlayStation Finals, but a chance once again for Bayern, but a great save coming out from PSG as they are going to look to try and stop this corner. Stop the scoring at halftime. Try and keep this game 1-1.
Center not going to go anywhere. We'll get head out. Another corner coming in. Keep this one short. Try to create your own opportunity. A little rainbow, but not much more than that. The next dribble goes out of bounds. So this will go to the keep here, and we'll be at the half. 1-1. Currently Texas Wesleyan up, and you look again, 4 shots on target to the 5 shots total for Bayern. 1 and 1 is all needed on the Old Dominion side. That's the efficiency you talk about and the importance of it. But the pressure that Texas Wesleyan is still providing and still supplementing in position of that is a lot to deal with.
It is. It's a lot. It's very difficult once you're playing this far behind. Obviously, when he has possession, just taking more shots than you. And this was the case last game where, he had 1 shot, 1 goal, but you're not creating enough chances to warrant the amount of chances, especially that we've seen from Jacob on Texas Wesleyan. He is constantly on the attack, creating moves for himself, and it's nothing short to be expected.
Good 1-2-3 pass, a few one-timers, but can't get the shot off at the top of the box. So we'll get deflected, sent the other way. Look for a counter. Great tackle to be able to stop, at least slow this one down and retake possession the other way. Fortunate there because it could have been very dangerous. Now see what they can find on the other side. Also here, send it back. Go right back to him. A one-time over to the right side. Pembe in control. A few fancy moves, but can't do anything. Tackle's a little risky in the box and not going to get the clearance out. So Bayern's still in possession of this. And a lot of movement around. Trying to beat the defender. Can't do so, but is going to get poked away. Keeper going to be in control of this one. So sigh of relief for the time being, but down, not out.
I am scared of slide tackling in the box. I've played
Yes.
FIFA for a long time. Every time I slide tackle in the box, I am afraid. So, I mean, the riskiness to do that in the finals in game 2 where you're already down, it takes a lot of guts, and he was able to perform on it and obviously capitalize on a great tackle. Cardi back in possession here. PSG needs to find a second shot. Goal! Oh, my. What a save from Neuer with a fantastic finesse shot on top of the box.
Beautiful turn and a beautiful save. And
FIFA.
that was dangerous. That was almost caught, and yeah, FIFA almost happened right there. So another corner coming in, and that will get cleared out for the time being. Top of the box, little reset here for the defense. It will get poked away and stolen away. So going the other way now, Bayern in possession. Coming up on the 60th minute. Going to send this one long.
Playing
Going to send very long, no flag up, and that is going to be a free ball across the middle. First open shot. One-on-one with the keep, only one to beat, gets it in, and Bayern takes a 2-1 lead in the 60th minute.
Yeah, that is a second goal for Texas Wesleyan on a great developmental play. Like I said, he's just been getting so much space on the wings, on the fullback side, and that's why PSG is a strong pick in something like this in a kickoff kind of format where it's just team versus team, because they have very fast fullbacks and strong fullbacks that can stop someone like Neymar and Mbappe to go down the wings, and that's not what PSG has for their fullback opportunities. So now we see a counterattack once again, but a missed touch from Neymar leads to a loss of possession. And now this is Texas Wesleyan's game to lose, series to lose at this point, as he's already up game 1 in this best of 3.
Looking for a counter going the other way. So they can find something to get through the defense. A little too fancy on the footwork. Good challenge. Going to send that one all the way back down the line. Keeps going to come out to get that. Gonna play this off and run back to his safety little box in there. Go the other way. Costa in possession. Was the one that turned it over last time. That has an open in the middle. There's another person off to the left side. Find a through ball with the shot on, but can't do anything more. Good save there. Gets a hand on, so we'll go to the corner. It's going to go all the way in, so they get a head on. Keep's going to punch that one out. Good defense there by the keep. Make sure that there's no chance here, but possession still maintained for Texas Wesleyan. That tackle there, yeah, it's going to be whistle blown, and we'll take that one.
Yeah, might be a little bit of a dangerous tackle on that, but that was really great defending from Old Dominion right there to be able to stop that, because he had a 2-on-1 scenario where he could let a through ball gone to the other guy or try and defend Lewandowski as close as possible to try and force him onto a shot or onto a weird chance. That's exactly what he did. So great stop from Old Dominion right there to be able to stop that, but he's got to find a returning attack here. And it's very, very high line, like we've heard. It's very strong, but Icardi going to have a development here.
Chance on, but good defense to keep on the inside, not let him get that corner turned. Now, pass over is going to get enough to be headed down line. Keep it on the left side. We'll get poked away. That'll stay in possession of Bayern. Still up 2-1. 75th minute now.
Nice
a couple
move.
of minutes of actual gameplay left here, but a good move to get around the defense. Played off the one time, but can't get back over to the top of the box. Would have had a good chance had the ball gotten there, but they can't. But now going the other way. See Cardi there, going to play it off to Di Maria. A little chip over the top, but now all of a sudden, opportunity has fizzled and gone.
As the issue with Icardi and Di Maria is they just don't have the speed to help you get down the wings like someone like Douglas Costa, like we see from Sane. Speaking of Douglas Costa, back on the attack again. Dangerous tackle.
Tackle's going to be just outside of the box. So opportunity here for the shot on if you want. He's going to aim a little bit high, put a little spin on it. Going to go up for the top 90, but off the upright and the crossbar. It was a beautifully placed shot. Just missed on that one.
That's a tough one. That stings. You can still feel the crossbar vibrating at this point. That is a tough one to miss. Lewandowski nailing that one on a very, very strong free kick, but still chance with Bayern here. Looking for a finishing goal. This would be it. If he was to find a third, being 2 goals down is very hard to come back, considering Old Dominion has struggled a little bit to try and create attacking opportunities. Nice defense there leads to a counterattack potentially.
Trying to find something to go the other way. Time ticking, coming up on the 85th minute. Went out to Mbappe on the left wing. Is going to be challenged here. Now the rest of the defense has caught up, looking for their opportunity. Go to the top of the box. Got to find one now. Does create a hole. See if he can find the space, but a good challenge. Kivic not going to let that go through. So they regain possession in the 86th minute. Time not the friend right now of PSG. Got to find something. Great interception, though. Neymar with it. See if you can find a move at the top. It's going to play it off to Cardi with a shot on, but that's going to be right to the hands of Neuer, who will get the stop, will hold on to this, and not a lot of time left here.
Yeah, that's that patience thing where you see the difference in attacks is trying to rush it, trying to force something on the Old Dominion side, trying to get Neymar to get into an attacking opportunity. Meanwhile, you look at Texas Wesleyan playing a lot of passes around the top of the box, trying to create someone in space, making it a lot easier to take those chances. Why you see one of the number 4 in the world, but this last chance for Old Dominion here.
On the attack here in that stoppage time, this is going to be about it. We've hit the 2-minute mark. Ball's going to go out of bounds. I think that's going to be about it. That will be the final whistle. So with a 2-1 scoreline, a 2-0, Texas Wesleyan going to take this championship here in a 2-game sweep. So congratulations to them. Well played, well fought. And that game right there, that scoreline is kind of more of what I was expecting. Those 1-2 goal separations, but a well-fought game from the Old Dominion side. And unfortunately came down to it. The whistle blew before you could make the comeback.
Yeah, and that shows the experience. I mean, the passiveness, the play, the patience that we saw from Texas Wesleyan in that game kind of showcased to us what we were saying already in the pregame was that the experience is going to help out a lot. Being able to play against top players, being able to be in situations like that all the time and quite often is going to make it a lot easier for you to understand what you should be doing and what your opponent might be trying to do. And that's something where he didn't have to do a whole lot on defense because we really only saw 1 or 2 shots in both games from PSG. This was a good development, but a lucky, formation goes to that. That could have been stopped potentially from Old Dominion rushing the keeper or trying to move it out to stop the pass. And then just a lot of free space. Defensive line way too high there. Gives a free shot for Kingsley Coman. And a very close crossbar shot there.
Yeah, just off the bar down and just could not get that final touch, but able to get the final touch to win the championship here. So congratulations again, Texas Wesleyan and Jacob, for taking that one. And certainly now, of course, we give the credit to Old Dominion on the other side, just looking at how you go from here. Danny, just the VOD reviews, you're already in a great position to continue to improve. And the fact that you just played that well against a guy that was like number 4 on the ladder, that's not too bad. So congratulations again to him. But that, as far as us goes, is going to be about the end of it. We don't have to do this alone anymore. So let's bring in the one in charge, the one we can't do this without. Let's get Glitter back in here. Hi, how are you? Welcome back.
I'm back. Okay. You couldn't get rid of me too long this time. Now, obviously, we only got to live watch one of those FIFA games, but you guys were both right in your predictions. So first of all, good job with that. But from this match that we did get to watch, what was your favorite part? It doesn't even necessarily have to be a highlight. It could just be like an overall vibe of the match. But what really stood out to you? Start with you, Trevor.
I think just the amount of pressure that we saw coming through from Texas Wesleyan, from Jacob. I mean, he just was always on the ball, would always step to the possession, regardless of who it was, where they were on the field. I really like that pressure, playing that aggressive style. It's kind of a high risk, high reward type. And, if you get a bad tackle coming on the backside, then obviously it's not going to pan out well for you. But it managed to work out very frequently for him. And I think that was just that consistency of pressure is the difference maker that ultimately led to the possession difference and the goal difference.
And then what stood out for you, Troy?
Yeah, I have to give it over to Texas Wesleyan as well as the passiveness talked about a little bit earlier, but the passiveness and the patience of play to be able to control that midfield and be able to control on top of the box. It's very difficult to find space when you're kind of stuck on top of the box trying to find open space, and he did that extremely well with great skill moves and great passes. And I have to give it to Texas Wesleyan. Played a very phenomenal game front to back. Good possession, obviously 1 in possession, 1 in shots created and shot chances. Just a very methodical game, a couple of games from Texas Wesleyan right there, and deserving of the win.